Hey guys, today on Guitar Basics we're going to learn how to tune two different ways. First we're going to learn how to tune from your guitar neck, and we're going to also learn how to tune with a digital tuner. First we'll go with tuning from your guitar. Okay, now that we're zoomed in, we're quickly going to go over the names of each string first, because you're going to have to remember that. So we'll start with our big E string on the top, then we go to our A string, then to our D string, then to our G string, then to our B, and finally our sixth string, the very high E string. Now, the reason on remembering these is because the 5th fret on almost all your strings except for one, which I'm going to explain, is the same note as the string below it. So if you wanted to get an A note, which is our number 2 string, the A note is also the 5th fret note on the big E string. So if we hold the 5th fret on the E string, big E string, and we play the A string at the same time, we should get the same note. You hear that? Now again, we'll move down. If we want to get a D string, which is our 3rd string, if we want to get that note, we hold down the 5th fret on the A string or the 2nd string. And it should sound like this. Now if we move down one more, we want to get our G string, which is the 4th string. We're going to hold the 5th fret on our D string, which is a 3rd string. It should sound like this. Now this is where it changes, and this is the only change. If we want to tune our B string, which is the 5th string, we hold now the 4th string on our G string. Should be right there. And if we play both of those together, the G string and the B string, we should get this. They should sound the same as well. Now the last one, we move down to tune the high E string. We hold the 5th fret on the B string, which is our 5th string. And if we play the two of them, they should sound the same as well. Now the only problem here is somehow you have to find a true low E. If you don't have a true low E, you can be tuned, but you won't be tuned to standard tuning. So what I usually do when I was learning, my guitar teacher actually told me to find a song that has an open E string in it and tune to that. And the song that I used was actually Metallica, Enter Sandman, because the first note in the song is actually an open E. So that's how I was doing it for years and years and years. So again, once you have that low E string, you can tune the rest of your strings from that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in from our low E, which currently I'm tuned properly to standard tuning. We hold the 5th fret on our E string, our low E string. And what I'll do is I'll go out of tune a little bit. Now I'm completely out of tune, but my low E is proper. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, with our left hand, hold the 5th fret of the big E string, and our A string, which I just hit there, we have to reach over with our right hand and tune the machine so that these two sound the same. So strum both of them until they sound about right. And then what I usually do is, because I play a lot of power chords, I'll play an open E power chord, which you have to hold the 2nd fret on the A string and hit the open E string. And if it sounds clean, then I know I'm in tune. Now we'll move down again from the A string to tune the D string, which is our 3rd string. So we're going to hold the A string on the 5th fret, reach over again, That sounds just about right. Again, I'm going to play my open E, my open A power chord. Now it sounds a little low. Okay, that sounds about right. Now we're going to move down to our G string tuning. And we're going to use our D string, which we just tuned, to get our G note. So on the 5th fret of your D string, we're going to use that note to tune our G. Okay, that sounds about right. I'm going to play that open power chord on the G string. Okay, sounds about right. Now we're going to move down to tuning the B string. And remember, on the B string, we have to hold the 4th fret. Okay, 4th fret on the G string to tune for our B. Okay, that sounds about right. Now when I play my open power chord on the B string, because we're actually tuning from the 4th fret, our power chord is not played on the 2nd, but on the 3rd. Okay, that sounds okay. Now we're going to move down to tune our high E string with our B string on the 5th fret. So it's completely out of tune, so we'll do like we did with the other ones. I think I'm a little bit high. Nope, I'm a little bit low actually. Okay, that sounds about right. Now let's try that open E power chord, high E power chord. Okay, doesn't sound so bad. Now we're going to play a chord. I usually play a G chord because it incorporates all the strings. And ta-da! We're back in tune. Alright, now we're going to move into how to use a digital tuner. Okay, so to tune with a digital tuner, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself completely out of tune. Okay, now most digital tuners work almost the exact same. So first thing, we're going to turn it on. Okay, now you'll see a little dial there. Now all we do is we go from our big E, and as you see, the way I'm talking, it's actually picking up my sound. So if there's any sound around you, it's going to make it very difficult. So just like tuning regularly from the guitar neck, you're going to have to be in a quiet area, or some of these actually have a plug-in on the side, so you can plug your guitar in, and then the outside sound won't make any difference. So what we'll do is we're going to tune our big E first, and then go down the neck to the high E string. Okay, so we'll start with the big E now. And see, it says EB. EB means flat. So I'm going to tune it up. And right there, when it goes to green, that means you're good. Now we'll try one more time. Okay, so our E string is tuned. Now we'll move to our A string. Okay, our A string is tuned. Now I'll move down to the D string. Okay, now our D string is tuned. We'll move down to the G. Sometimes it just takes a tiny little turn of your tuning machines to get it into the right tune. So you don't have to turn too much. Okay, now we'll move down to the B string now that our G is tuned. See, we're so close. Actually, that's a B flat. We're completely out. I'm sorry. All right, there you go. That's our B. Now finally our high E string. Okay, now we're completely tuned. Now the good thing about having a tuner, a digital tuner, is that now that we're tuned, if you were to play a G chord, it should register on your digital tuner as a G. So we'll play that now. Oh, we're a little flat somewhere. So we'll go back through. I'll let you guys do that on your own. Recheck all your strings to make sure they're all perfect. Then replay a G, or even a C, or a D chord. See, our D chord's pretty much on, but something's a little bit amiss. So if one of your chords doesn't sound quite right to the tuner, I suggest you go through one by one. It shouldn't take very much time, because like I said, you only have to tune your tuning machines, turn them a little tiny bit. If you're a little bit off, that'll make a difference in your playing, and you might actually notice that your chords don't sound quite right. And the biggest thing with that is that you start to think that you're playing them wrong, when your guitar may simply just be out of tune. Okay guys? Good luck with that. Thanks for watching.